How many of you still remember this Nigerian who first came online claiming that he is the first Nigerian to get a Ghanaian passport?
First Nigerian to get Ghanaian passport. You see? Siam, when I started talking about Ghana and Nigeria, some of you came to my DM and some of you were actually cursing me out.
Well, if you remember him, this time he's back again. And now he's doing something even more controversial. He has released a video teaching other Nigerians how they can also get a Ghanaian passport.
Good day, guys. So ever since I made a video about being the first Nigerian to get a Ghana passport, many people have been sending me DMs, especially Nigerians, to ask me how I got my passport and how they can actually get a passport. So in this video, I'll be telling you how you can acquire a Ghanaian passport, so stay tuned. If you marry a Ghanaian, either a man or a woman.
And the internet is reacting. In this video, let's break it down and listen to what this guy said.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
So this was the man who, came up sometime in the late 2025, right? He trended on TikTok and on social media saying that he's the first Nigerian to actually get a Ghanaian passport. And after the internet went wild on him.
First Nigerian to get Ghanaian passport. You see? Siam, when I started talking about Ghana and Nigeria, some of you came to my DM and some of you were actually cursing me out. Some of you even came to my DM to threaten me. Some Ghanaians actually, even though some actually supported me. But look at it now. Think me we study. This I no get sense. Now say I don't get passport. Those ones who can't threaten me for my DM. Let your tears flow in this place. Let your tears flow in this place. You go cry, no worry. Siam, I don't get Ghana passport. It shock you, Abi. No worry. I'm a citizen of this country now. This ain't a play. You go cry, no worry. Siam, yeah. I know they want you. Siam. See my name. See my picture. I'm officially a citizen of this country. You go cry. Do your worst. Anywhere you want go report, no concern me. I'm a citizen of this country. I'll beat my chest and say it. There's nothing anybody can do. I keep saying this thing, Africans, we are one. You see this West Africa, all of us now one people will be. I know some of you don't even know. And some of you now don't even read history. Go back to your history. Do you know that this Accra that we are in, these Ghana people, some of them migrated from Nigeria? You don't know. Some of them migrated from Cameroon. In Ghana, there are people who actually migrated from Burkina Faso and now they are Ghanaians. Go back to your history. When I've been saying this thing, either you like it or not, we are one people.
And even later, he came back with a calabash saying that he was collecting the cries of all those people who are crying about he having a Ghanaian passport. Now the guy is back and saying that after that video went viral, a lot of people have contacted him, including a number of Nigerians. And he said that they wanted to know how he did it, how he did that magic and got Ghanaian passport. So he decided to make another video explaining what he calls the process. Now in the video, he speaks directly to Nigerians who may be interested in living in Ghana or eventually becoming Ghanaian citizens.
Good day, guys. So ever since I made a video about being the first Nigerian to get a Ghana passport, many people have been sending me DMs, especially Nigerians, to ask me how I got my passport and how they can actually get a passport. So in this video, I'll be telling you how you can acquire a Ghanaian passport, so stay tuned. If you are not following me, please follow me. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, please make sure you hit the like button and follow me. All right, the first one is citizenship by marriage. You can actually become a Ghanaian citizen if you marry a Ghanaian, either a man or a woman. So you can see it over here. Resident in Ghana for at least 5 years. And if you have a valid residence permit, marriage certificate. So you can just see a the list of necessary things.
And so one of the pathways he discussed was that if you want to be a Ghanaian citizen, you can marry a Ghanaian citizen or be married by a Ghanaian. So he suggested that marrying a Ghanaian partner can eventually open the door to citizenship and a Ghanaian passport, provided the legal requirements are met.
And there's one guy that actually sent me a message. He's been married to a Ghanaian for like, is it 3 years or 4 years? And he's been in Ghana for more than 5 years. So guy, you are eligible to apply for a Ghana passport. You don't have a problem. Like, just get a lawyer and he'll help you sort everything out. It's not a big deal, and everybody can actually become a citizen of Ghana. So now the second one is citizenship by naturalization. If you're a long-term resident in Ghana, you can actually become a citizen. So it's listed there. If you've lived in Ghana for 12 months continuously before applying, if you've lived in Ghana for 5 years within the last 7 years, if you have a valid residence permit, you can actually become a citizen of Ghana. If you have a valid proof of your job, taxes and properties, you have no criminal record, and you speak any of the Ghanaian language. It's very important you know how to speak any of the Ghanaian languages, because it will help you understand. So processing time takes approximately 6 months. You can see here. So if you want to become a Ghanaian, you can actually become a Ghanaian by naturalization. It doesn't matter where you are from. Either you're from Togo, you're from Nigeria, you're from anywhere, you are eligible to apply for citizenship by naturalization.
But his explanation quickly began circulating online, and this is where controversy started. So some Ghanaians believe that the video encourages people to marry for the wrong reasons. That is simply to obtain citizenship. And others also say that the conversation is exaggerated because international marriages are very common in West Africa. Because for centuries, many Ghanaians and Nigerians have been marrying each other for decades. And so for some people, the debate online really feels unnecessary.
Then the third one is citizenship by birth. This one is quite popular. A lot of countries actually offer this. If you're born in a lot of countries, they actually give you automatic citizenship. So in Ghana too, it's the same thing. If you're born in Ghana or your parents, one of your parents are Ghanaian, you're eligible to apply for citizenship. Then another one too, by law, if a child is 7 years below and the child has been abandoned in Ghana and nobody knows their parents, they're eligible to be a citizen of Ghana. So these are ways you can actually become a citizen of Ghana. I beg, I know they do any illegal thing. I don't want to be a wicked person, because some of you keep messaging me and offering to pay me money. No, I'm not trying to take anybody money. I'm not an immigration officer. I don't process passports, neither do I process citizenship. So this is a video just to show you how to become a citizen of Ghana. Thank you.
But however, it is important for you to know and understand that marriage alone does not automatically grant someone a Ghanaian passport. No, marriage alone cannot do that. In fact, under Ghana's citizenship laws, a foreign spouse must still go through a legal naturalization process. Now, the process includes 1, living in Ghana for a certain period of time. Number 2, applying through immigration authorities. Number 3, meeting legal requirements. So, it is not simply a case of marrying someone and immediately getting a Ghanaian passport. It doesn't work like that. And still, the conversation has reopened a bigger discussion across social media, with some people who believe that Ghana should tighten its citizenship law. Others also argue that the Africans should actually be encouraging more cross-border marriages, not discouraging them. And once again, the long-standing Ghana versus Nigeria rivalry has entered the conversation again. So do you think Ghana should start looking at the South African route? Now, South Africa have changed their laws a bit. So in South Africa, you don't just marry a South African and become or get a citizenship. You have to marry a South African, live for a number of years, do something worthy emulating. And you should prove yourself that you are relevant in the country. You don't just want their passport, but for instance, maybe you've started a project, you've opened a company, you are into a very successful business, and on that basis is when you can get a South African passport. So if you just marry a South African and you are not useful in the country, you will never get their passport. That is the changes South Africa has introduced to their passport. But do you think Ghana should also think or rethink its immigration laws and how people get citizenship, or you think what we have is okay? And even with the statement this guy made, Do you think he was wrong, or you think everything was intact? Leave your comment in the comment section. It's a wrap for today.
Any foreigner who attempts to lay hands on our passports will be promptly apprehended and prosecuted. So far, we have rounded up 379 people, and we can share the data with you. And we want to build confidence and let you know that the measures we have put in place are working. These are the Ghana cards that we've confiscated over the last 10 months from foreigners, 379 of them. So it is clear that some people who are not Ghanaians want to lay hands on our passports, and they thought they could beat the system because, you know, to go through the process you need a Ghana card, you need a birth certificate, and they think that that is all once you have it. But with a Ghana card and with a birth certificate, you are still subjected to vetting. There is an extra layer by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to interview you, to screen you, and our officers are well trained. They are psychologists, they know when you are lying, they can tell from how you would be. I won't show you the tricks, but we know, we can tell, and we will get you. So don't try it. If you are a foreigner watching us, don't try it.